Hello everybody and welcome to day 5 of One Sitting Games I Like week 2025. Today's game, there's no title on the main menu here. Today's game is called Paratopic. Continuing with the theme of Virginia, which we did the first day, and Gravity Bone and 30 Flights of Loving, which we played on day 3. This game does a similar thing with the cinematic editing, where you sort of get hard cuts from one setting to another, or whatever. The difference here is that this game has some dialogue in it, so we don't have to wonder what people are talking about. We'll get dialogue. It is pretty darned abstract, though. Pretty darned abstract. The Steam page calls it surreal. I don't know if I'd call it that exactly. I have a problem with that word. I think people are too loose with the word surreal anymore. I'm a huge fan of David Lynch, and I'm not, like, people call his stuff surreal. I'm not sure I would use that word for his stuff either. I mean, I guess Lynchian, they made up that word for his stuff, but I guess this is closer to that than what I would call surrealism. I mean, this has a story. It's not like just random shit, and it's not, I wouldn't call it exactly dreamlike or illogical. It just, it's, you know, it's a story that's told out of order, but there is a story there, for sure, and we can, you know, put some pieces together. It's just, like I said, it's abstract. There is, you know, we will be doing interpreting and analyzing as we've been doing all week, so let's load into the game here and find out. Well, whoa, oh my goodness. Is this how alright, this is how it starts. You have an enemy, friendo. What? We got a call about you. Undeclared goods, they said. Who said? Your enemy. Someone clearly don't like you, friendo. Who's that? Beats me, but here's how it works. You people come through here, you show us the forms, and everything is fine. But you didn't. Now why is that? I need to see my lawyer. You think you're so smart. We're pretty full up. Busy night and all. No cameras out here. You think your lawyer's gonna stop me from checking out these tapes? Don't watch the tapes. You can't stop me. You really shouldn't. Okay, well, I guess he's gonna just do what he wants. I warned him. I told him not to do it. Oh, wow. I wonder what happened to that man. Probably not anything good. We've got a dead body laying out in the street, and a bird of some kind picking at it. Alright, so we just got all kinds of information here. We are supposed to bring every trace of something to someone. It sounded like somebody that we're maybe in a relationship with on the phone of some kind. Hard to say for sure. Let's get my gun loaded up here. The other important thing was, oh my goodness. Alright, well let's have this conversation first. You will follow these instructions. You will not deviate. You saw what happened last time. You will be professional. Okay. Sure. Professionalism. Just what I like to hear. Uh-huh. Good. A professional response. You won't be picking up the tapes here. We've left them in your apartment. We have a key. Okay, I won't be picking up the tapes here. We've left them in your apartment. We have a key. Okay. So right here, I will say that I think that we are playing as, the same character we were playing as in the very opening part, where that guy was, we were at some sort of security checkpoint or something, being harassed by a guard or whatever. Transporting tapes, some sort of illicit tapes of some kind. This is another thing to point out that a lot of people have noticed. This guy's face is weird compared to other human faces in the game. His sort of glitches out and does some weird stuff. So, is he a person, or maybe he's something else? I don't know. You should have told us though. About what? You don't need to play stupid with me. Oh. Yes. Not a good look. We knew, of course, but we expected you to be professional with us. You must be completely open. Oh, I'm sorry. Tell us everything, every time, like a professional. And your only option now is to acquiesce. They're like dogs. Sometimes you have to throw them some scraps. We've given you some scraps to share. I think there's a lot to read into in this line here. They're like dogs. Sometimes you have to throw them some scraps. We've given you some scraps to share. So the VHS tapes, I assume, are the scraps that we're talking about. We'll get to see a little more context for this, the tapes, and sort of why they're, why they're being, like, smuggled and shit like this, and kind of what types of people are interested in them. So, when we find that out, I guess, think back to this line. Alright. Cross the border and deliver the goods to the regular places. Whatever you do, don't watch them. We'll know if you do. Yes, sir. Alright, so we were playing as, if you go look up, other people's interpretations or whatever shit, like, basically, and I agree, I think we're playing as 3 different characters in this game. Right now, we are playing as what everybody calls the assassin. And we can get back to the dialogue that we had here sitting in this booth where we talked about, we're supposed to be recovering something, recover every trace of something. They said they had maid service on standby, which I just assume means if I have to use this gun, somebody else is going to come along behind me and clean up. Probably, that's what I assume, anyway. And then we had a little talk about, they asked me if my hike went well. And I said, yes, I'm an outdoors woman. And the guy on the phone said, okay, usual place then. We will see the nature of this hike a little bit later, but the most important thing to note, I think, is that there was a camera sitting in the booth here with us in that other scene. It's not here now. I guess I'm carrying it with me or something. But yeah, assassin. Then we have the smuggler who we played in the opening scene, and also in that scene just a second ago. They must have been in, like, this booth over here somewhere. So that's all that. That's all that stuff. This is interesting. We have, like, tarot cards and stuff over here at this table. Not exactly sure what to read into that, but whatever. Let's use this gun. Let's do gun stuff. I love that's a great cut right there. I love that. Let's put this cigarette out. Nobody's smoking that. Let's go ahead and put that out. So, we're just in some dingy room. Smoky, dingy room in the city. There's all the buildings out there. Yeah, and we just wait for the elevator. Not much else going on here. Who am I playing in this scene? I believe that I am playing the smuggler, probably. I think we are headed up to the apartment, so... We got our assignment in the diner a little bit ago. Maybe we sat here and had ourselves a cigarette or something. Great music and sound design in this game too, by the way. It goes a long way, these things. Yes, let's do it. Alright, looks like the same elevator. Doop-da-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Right, I forgot I can move faster. So, we got a pretty dingy apartment building here. Things not looking too great. No water. If you move the mirror out of the way, there's a note that says almost out. Then you can turn this faucet and get a little something from it, but not really anything at all. Yeah, horrible, horrible living conditions. This part appears to be sectioned off for police or something. So, yeah, this is horrible. Impoverished. Some men were here earlier, got into your apartment, didn't recognize them. Maybe it was the exterminators. That's a first. I called them myself. Bullshit. Management ain't authorized us for that. I got permission. You must think I'm stupid. I don't think you're stupid. I've got other shit to do. I don't owe you an explanation. Okay, well, I guess this is my apartment. Some boxes over here in the corner. Can't really exactly tell what's in these boxes, but it is pink. That's about it. It looks pink. So, we've got ourselves a box with a symbol on it. We're gonna see this box again later with no symbol on it. That's important, I think.
It's tape, isn't
it? Knock first. Give us a tape. I shouldn't. When has that ever stopped you? I didn't know. You don't know shit. I'm not supposed to. You've always been good to me before. Come on. I'm starving. Okay, these tapes are like drugs. That's sort of what I was getting at earlier. I really shouldn't. Reckon you don't want nobody hearing about your friends. Can't you watch the one I copied last time? Used it up, just static now. You've got a whole lot there. Now, just one tape and I won't say a thing. Okay. So there are, for whatever reason, there's tapes. The tapes, you can use them up? Okay, just one. You gotta make it last, though. Give me the juicy one. What? You've got a good one in there. I want it. I can't give you that one.
Oh, current calendar.
Can't you feel it?
Oh.
I have to give it to someone else or they won't let me bring you any more tapes. Act like you care. You can have this other one for now. Alright, I guess I'm gonna give her the tape. And, oh my goodness. What the heck? Her head turned into a flower. Alright. So, now we've got one of several driving sequences in the game. Let's go ahead and turn the radio on. I like this talk radio. It's really goofy because you can kind of hear stuff in there that sounds like words or whatever. You can kind of, sort of half-ass tell like kind of what they're talking about, but not really. You can clearly tell like it's a talk radio thing, but that's about all I get out of it. Yeah, there's a few of these driving sequences, and I think a lot of people would play this and be like, why in the world are they making me do this? These driving sequences, they go on for a little while. But we learn a lot here. We learn a lot through these driving sequences if we pay attention. This first sequence, we are sort of in the city. A lot of big buildings, tall buildings, some skyscrapers here and there. The other interesting thing is this. We had that box in the seat, in the passenger seat, but now we've got nothing. So yeah, what is in the seat changes over the course of the driving experience, and I think this is just to show us that each of the three characters we play as must have made this trip at some point. That's what I get out of it anyway, because we've got the box, which I think is the smuggler's item. We've got the gun there, which is the assassin's item. And then we've got the empty seat, which represents, to me, the third character. We haven't played as the third character, like in any scene besides this, I guess. And I don't remember even what they call the third character. The photographer or something like that? The naturist? Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, so we see that all three of the characters are sort of making a trip out separately, I guess, is what I assume. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe they all use the same car, too. The thing is, it's all told out of order, as you can probably have seen so far. His voices crack me up. Like, but yeah. Over time, we see ourselves sort of leaving the city. The buildings become fewer and farther between. And it gives us a little bit of context for some scenes that we've got coming up. Hey, there's the box again. We also just see the general, like, rundown sort of look of everything in those driving scenes. Alright, so we're at a gas station. They can sort of pick up these boxes and shit and... Ooh, maybe I want some chips. I don't want chips. I don't want anything. Well. I heard you rustling some chips over there. Anything catch your eye? Find everything okay? So this is one of the few characters that we get to... I mean, this is probably the most extensive dialogue tree in this game. This guy's got a lot of information, and the thing is, we can't really get all of it in one go, so I'll see what we can get out of this guy and try to remember what he tells us, because it might come up again later, or it might, I don't know, it might apply. to things in general. Do you got any of that lowland milk? Nah, truck usually comes on Mondays. What's cheap? Yeah, we got 12-hour Spitfire, Beasley Bub, and Auntie M's Old Remedy. Anyone you'd recommend? I'd go with Auntie M's. She makes it over in Rio Laredo. Local stuff, then. Family, too. No kidding? No kidding. But what's it taste like? She's got a lot of flavors. Strawberry, gooseberry, blackberry. Which one you want? That's a lot of berries. Yep, she has a greenhouse. You want some? Gooseberry sounds good. Vending machine is over there in the far corner. Self-serve. Alright, I'll be right back. Holy crap. Did that say 384 and 518? Different prices for gas. That's a lot. Okay, in goes the coin. Press the button. Nothing happened. Button? Nothing. What the hell? Hey, come on now. Stupid machine. Hey, guy. Oh, heck, that thing broke down again? Where's the nearest place to eat before the border? Nearest place open this late is Burger Bill's. Closer to the border, you got more places. What do you like? Mexican, personally. There's a cluster of fast food places near the place. Fears if you want chicken, the Joint if you're into pizza, and then the taco place if you want a place for tacos. Alright, thanks. No problem. Need anything to keep you going? What are you reading? It's a book by some guy named Eric. It's about how aliens are better than us. Aliens are better than us? Yeah, basically aliens can travel between planets, right? So they must be smarter than us, and they haven't enslaved or colonized us yet, right? So they must be better than us. Wouldn't the same be true if aliens didn't exist? They do exist. I've seen them. How'd you know it was an alien? Well, I don't know for sure, but it didn't look like a person. Oh, okay. You were saying that they're better than us? Yeah, not just technologically, but also morally and spiritually as well. Morally? What makes them morally superior to us? Consider this. Rich people really seem to like butting into other people's business, right? Like, it's not just tax-exempt cynicism. So they do more than donate to charity? Yeah. Successful people think poor people are stupid or morally inferior in some way. They perceive their success as a moral success and the failure of others as a moral failing. Which means that they feel they have the right to judge and in some cases shun people who are less fortunate than they are. Can you give me an example? There was a disabled guy I knew who left some clothes out to dry because he'd spilled water on himself. His landlord stole the clothes to teach him not to be messy. How do you know they didn't just want to keep their property clean? Well, a better person would have understood my friend didn't have a way to dry his clothes and would not have stolen from him, making an already unfortunate person's life worse. Okay, this is the ultimate question. What does this have to do with aliens? Aliens are all one tribe. They don't think of themselves as better than anyone, and they don't try to make anyone's life worse than it already is when the person is clearly in pain. Okay, so aliens possess empathy. And very few humans do. Ah. Well, if that's how you feel about it. Will that be everything? Actually, I might be passing through late on my way back. Any place good to stay around here? Well, there's not much around here. Super 16 burned down a while ago. There's the Mesquite and the Ranchero. They're both down the highway a couple miles. Big signposts. Ordinary chains, really. Nothing special. The Super 16 burned down. Yeah. Bummer. That was my usual stop. So why'd you ask what was good around here, then? Thought I'd try somewhere new. Well, guess you'll have to now. Oh, man. I hear that. Your friend filling up out there still? What? The hell are you talking about? What friend? Where are you headed? Cross the border for some sightseeing. Be sure you check out the Electric Rocks. Electric Rocks? Tourist attraction south of the border. I only just heard about it myself. Apparently it was some ancient ground for shamans who communed with beings from another world. Aliens, I'm thinking. The aliens from that book of yours? One and the same. I'll have to check it out. Alright, so I think we were just playing as the smuggler. Headed across the border and letting the guy know that he's probably gonna be coming back. Here is a box, which looks a lot like the box we had before, but without the symbol on it. It opens up the same way. So I kind of assume it's the same box. We also have a camera here. Which is the same camera from the opening scene. But I don't think that we are playing as the assassin here. This is our third character I mentioned. And it makes sense, because the box was in the back of the car there, instead of the passenger seat. So if we were driving as this character earlier, it makes sense. There was nothing in the passenger seat. Alright, so we've got a camera. And our goal is bird watching. We're looking for birds. I always want to get a picture of that bird there, but it flies away when you get too close to it. Not the same for all the other birds in the area, like this black bird. Yeah, I don't know what effect this has on things, but you see a little thing down in the right-hand corner there that fills up. There's like 6 little dots that fill up as you take these pictures. Anytime you get a picture of a bird. There we go. That's picture number 3. Beautiful woods. Beautiful woods. We've got a cabin here. Anybody home? Anybody home? What's going on? We got some cans of beans. Got a door. Basement door. Knock on it. Can't get in. No answer. Alright. Well. Wait a minute. Oh-ho! What? The door hath opened. By who and for what purpose? I don't know. Took me out. It was kind of hard to open this door, too. What is down here? What is this? This isn't normal for a cabin. Cabins don't have this under them. What is this? Maybe I should be photographing things. Alright, so we've got something here. An orb. A sort of cage, an orb cage thing that has sort of a... Seems like something has come out of this, doesn't it? There's a sort of opening in the side, like something was in it and burst out. I don't know. That's what it looks like to me. But we could come over here and play with some switches. Turn some lights on. Flip a switch. Flip another switch. Then we've got this thing.
Hej og god jordbrugsmænd. Jeg går i hvert noget til om Paratopic. Jeg hører over hele initiativet. What? Where are we? Arsenal, you called me drug cheater. Oh. Waarom ik eerst een beetje? Blik maar voor. Would you what? Or? Your team was idiots like me alone until over. For you, what you for the worst versions of me, man.
Okay. Try to keep that little jingle that it plays in the back of your in mind as well, because I think we get an opportunity to hear that. I don't know if we will in the video or not, but one of the dialogue trees with that gas station guy has to do with the power company. Apparently, they were the largest employer in the state before there was some kind of incident, and then, well, then they weren't anymore. So the power company seems like a defunct organization. Seems like, anyway. Also, I'm sure you noticed, but their little symbol in that video there is the same symbol that was on our box full of tapes. Looking for more birds. Hello, bird. That's all the pictures. I mean, I can continue to take more if I want. I can take more pictures. I can take as many pictures as I want. I'm not sure if there's any point to it. Kind of reminds me of Gravity Bone we played the other day. We did some picture taking in that, and it was also black birds that we were looking for. Wow, I can't believe I got this close to this, but what? It's supposed to move. Okay. I don't think I've managed to do that. Get that close to it. Crazy. I don't know if I'm supposed to notice this, but there are, as we get closer to this sort of cliff edge here, there's a bunch of trees that have been, destroyed. De-treed. We've got stumps. We don't have trees. Yeah, and it kind of feels like we see more of that as we get closer to the edge here, where this river's going over. We've got a great big dome structure over in that direction with big sort of pylons or whatever. Power company? Maybe. Not sure. We also have a windmill. Windmill. I said meal. It's not a windmill. That's not a thing. Doop-doop-doo. We've also got sort of structure over in that direction there, which I think we will be seeing at least some of that, or seeing that from sort of a different angle before too long. Whoa! Whoa, we were. Alright, we're back in the car. Yeah, there's our box.
With
the power company symbol on it. Yeah, so we'll start to see the buildings. Yeah, the landscape changes a little bit, getting sort of a lot of like bombed out sort of stuff off in that direction. More signs, more of those big, whatever you want to call these. What do you call them? What do you call those signs? So big signs for like gas stations and convenience stores and crap like that. Basically, we're getting towards the outskirts of the city here. It's our empty, empty seat. There's also music. You can listen to music. Sounds like this. I prefer the talk radio.
I should recall. Call it. It's man, it's so cool. It's cool. Now call to come again.
So
we're going.
Whoever does that, whoever's doing that is great. I don't know how they did this. I don't know if they told them to just get in the booth and make noises or something, or... Okay, we've got sort of a commercial playing here. This is what I was waiting for.
Is it close to us? Yeah. Wow. Of course. It's pretty well. All the stuff that beats the box, not over 5 minutes with the slower step. So it's going to put fun.
Oh, well, welcome back outside, kid. On stage.
Oh, that was weird. That wasn't what I was expecting. I swear I heard the power company jingle on one of these drives when I was playing this game the other day. Oh, look at this though. We're completely out of like the really big buildings and stuff. This is sun definitely going down here.
Yep.
The night is progressing.
So I'm coloring and she's calling from Constantly as well.
Yeah, can you hear it? No.
Okay. We are still in the woods. We got a bunch of crates with the power company logo on them. We have our camera with our bird pictures, so we are back playing as specifically as the bird watcher. We'll notice this stuff. We'll notice this as we go along here, but we've got these things, these cameras. They're cameras. Big posts with cameras on them. And some of them are still working. And specifically, they're still working and they're following me. They are videotaping me or something. Still operational. There's one over there looking at me across the river. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Power company crates all over the place. Seems like a docking area. They set up, you know, all of these would have been going on boats or whatever to be shipped somewhere. Or they were arriving here on boats. Something like that. Up there you can kind of see the structure, which I think we saw from maybe across the way, the canyon or whatever. That's weird. The bird is sort of supposed to lead you, or that's what I got out of it anyway. Kind of bird leads you where to go next. Looking for the bird. I'm a bird watcher. That's all I care about. Birds. Give me birds. What the heck? My camera's glitching out. Weird. It starts glitching out when I turn it this way. Danger. Unauthorized personnel. Keep out. Well, they can't be too serious about this sign because, it was flipped over and not on any sort of thing where I could see it. What is happening? Hey, there's somebody out there. There's a figure in the distance. My camera glitches out when I try to look at him. Whoa! Okay, well. Dead. Straight up dead. Probably. I don't think the hiker survived there. The photographer, bird watcher. Now we are driving in basically the dead of night. I don't know if it's gonna get any darker, I can't remember, but we don't have much in the way of buildings and stuff out here happening. Whatever that is coming up. Oof. Getting the car all banged up here. What is that? What do you call this structure off to the right? What a pipeline going along the highway. We're really starting to get into the boonies here now. Farmland over there. Silos and stuff. I think. I can't exactly tell at night. Kind of hard to see at night. Another one of those things, whatever that is, I would really like to know. I guess it must be piping or something. Pipes that carry oil and shit like that, or whatever. There's our gun. Bird watcher. I'm thinking about all the things that happen in this game. Trying to put I guess I kind of am still trying to put the exact order of events together. I guess the bird watcher goes out at night, drives all the way out there, starts doing bird watching stuff in the early morning, maybe. I think as the smuggler here, we're also driving out that way around the same time, and then I think the assassin is probably just in pursuit of the smuggler, coming after the videotapes. That would be my guess. Oh, I like this. The radio cuts out. We're really far away now. Well, we're not picking up the radio no more. Do 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 do. So calm. Man, I'm really getting nothing on the radio, huh? Alright, here we are, back in the gas station. In this scene, I think we were playing probably the smuggler coming back through. But it's hard to say for sure. You filling up on 4? Actually, I think I am the smuggler coming back through, because we might talk about the conversation we had earlier. Who are you traveling with? I'm not traveling with anyone, but it does kind of look like there's someone standing out by that car there, doesn't it? Similar to the figure we saw taking out the photographer. I'm on my own. Sure, right. You're not from around here. What makes you say that? Folks around here wouldn't need to ask about burgers. I haven't lived here in a long time. No kidding. Why'd you leave? Needed work. Find any? Little of this, little of that. Very descriptive. I'm a poet. Are you really? No, that was a joke. Well, you aren't very funny. What's there to do around here? Would you be interested in a giant ball of twine? Sure, I've been known to enjoy a giant ball of twine or two in my time. Well, it's not the world's largest ball of twine or anything, but they thought it was for a long time until they found out it wasn't. Plus, no one's sure how it got here. It just showed up one day. It just showed up. Yeah, this was about 10 years ago. A big ball of twine showed up in the park downtown in that big gazebo. Probably a prank or something. Like I said, though, it wasn't just a big ball of twine. It wasn't? What do you mean? Well, they thought it was a big ball of twine, but someone found some yarn on it, too. So it's big, but it's also not 100% twine. And it's heavier than it should be. Nobody knows why. What else you got? Well, there's the milk store, the state park, the ghost carnival, and the museum. You got a milk store? Yeah, it's a store, but they only sell milk, milk products, and milk accessories. Milk? Yeah, you know, milk comes out of mammals. The milk store has pretty much any kind of milk you could want. They own a farm out in the county, and they have all sorts of animals that make milk. You can buy milk at the milk store. What about milk products? Like cheese and yogurt, you know? Okay, what about milk accessories? Yeah, like milk bottles and milking pails and such. Milking pails. Now, that isn't all we've got. Yeah, well, what's there to do at the state park? Hunting and fishing, I guess. Camping, too. Drugs, maybe, if you're into that. Sure, give me the drugs. What about the museum? Yeah, that's real neat. I don't know if you remember the electrical company. Okay, this is the dialogue tree. The power company. The electrical company. But there's lots of stuff people find in the woods sometimes. They bring it back and they put it in the museum. It does weird stuff sometimes. What kind of weird stuff? Just weird stuff. You should check it out yourself. Okay. Weird stuff from the power company. Yeah, we used to have this old carnival that would travel the state every summer, then winter just outside of town. Anyways, the lady who owned it got sick, so she had them set it up on her farm. Then she died and everyone just kind of moved on. The kids say it's haunted. Well, if the kids say so, then it must be true. Oh, I already asked about the state park. Well, I guess it's time for me to get going. Yeah, looks like your friend has finished fueling up. Thanks. Need anything else before you go? Well, no, but, you guys get much business these days? Being off the highway helps. When the electrical company shut down, that didn't help us none. Wasn't there some kind of an accident? We can also ask biggest employer in the state, right? Why'd they leave? Wasn't there some kind of accident? Yep. Must have been, what, 14 years ago now? But nobody really knows what went down? Nope. Well, I can't stay forever. I better go. You two drive safe now. Say goodbye to that guy. Alright. Here's the tapes. We found the tapes. We found the goods. This is interesting to me. I don't understand this exactly. They tell you that you're going after the tapes as the assassin. And they're all here. Or there's a bunch of them here. In this diner. So this scene, I don't know. This scene here might be one of the last ones to me. I'm not sure. I think this might be the last scene chronologically. Well, I don't know. Maybe. Probably the assassin's last scene chronologically. So here we are as the smuggler back in this scene with the security guard. I told you not to watch the tape, dummy. Be seeing you, friendo. I don't want to know what that means. Alright, well, here we are. It sort of skips you around here, but from what I can tell, the cameras that were active before don't seem to be active now. The cameras all seem to be off, in an off setting. Look at them. Look at that. Yeah, they are. All of them. This is interesting. This is really something interesting to think about. We also have that structure there, which kind of makes me think of the power company symbol, but so does that windmill that we saw, so who knows, really. There's the symbol there, also. And a half-ass drawn there. This is weird. Weird as hell. We've got... I guess what we can assume is the body of the, what do we call it? Bird watcher. So, whatever being jumped out and got him, this is what they did. And here's the camera that we see in the opening scene. So yeah, I think the diner stuff... Basically, the smuggler gets their, what do you call it? The smuggler gets their, assignment, and then we get our assignment in the diner maybe like the next day, and it's just go in the back and take that guy out and get the tapes, and then this must have happened earlier in the day because this is where we get the camera. So that kind of helps us put together the order of what happened here.
Girl, did she read? Ma'am, you milk bomb. That's good. Get your ring. Web một món apple mà biết gì? Walk with you, with ring. Ma'am, ma'am, ma'am.
So there you go. Paratopic. If you want my interpretation, I think that the murder of the birdwatcher might be the thing that's on the tapes, or one of them. Like, these cameras in the woods might be set up to get stuff to put on the tapes, something like that. I think our assassin and whoever they were talking to on the phone are involved in this somehow. It seems like the implication to me, at least, is that the assassin, like, knows about this, knows that there's cameras out here, and that there's this sort of area where this happens, and I don't know how to explain it other than it feels like a setup. And if you go back to the dialogue at the beginning where she's like, I'm an outdoors woman. My hike went well, I'm an outdoors woman, and the guy's like, same place then. It sort of sounds like code or something, like she's telling him like, yeah, there's a body out there. We've got, you know, we got footage or whatever, but then why would, you know, then why does she call emergency services? I don't know. But then why did she call emergency services and not leave them her name? Because they made a point of showing that, too. So, hard to say exactly. But I get a general idea of the order of events here, like I said. What do you think? Leave a comment. Let me know how you interpret this. And, I will see you guys tomorrow for the next entry in, One Sitting Games I Like Week 2025. Oh, the camera. Yeah, see, there's your camera. Turning and pointing. Yeah. Tomorrow's entry, is called 2 games. The Stanley Parable and The Beginner's Guide. Why could I not remember the title? Stanley Parable and Beginner's Guide. That's tomorrow. So check that out if you are, if you're with me on One Sitting Games I Like Week. Otherwise, I don't know. Like and subscribe. Check out other stuff on the channel if you feel like it. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Ciao now.